I think we're back, folks. Don't know why, but we started getting signal on the big machine again. Clinton is on the move. The score is now 10-0 after a field goal by Jair Hernandez.
And you know, Clinton's found a little success here, kind of alignment success here, kind of outnumbering us on the play side that they're running.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
But
First
the
and
screen
10.
pass, it was the big kick. You're right.
The big
middle.
gain. This time we're going back to that fullback, and they're getting some success right there, going right up the middle. Bearcat defense is showing some consistent vulnerability here. Number 85 for Jake Parnell coming in the game. Nathan Needham. Hand off to the fullback again. He's got some space, enough for a first down.
Gonna get that first down on that play. You know, they're just lining up and attacking right at us, and whichever way our front goes, they're just running right off of that right here, Clint.
Hand off again to the fullback. They're going back to the well. This is what Clinton likes to do. Guys have been fighting to get the machine back on the big one. We went temporarily to a cell phone there for a little while until we could get it running.
Clinton Faithful didn't like that tackle right there.
Leave it to Mike Hobson to have the most hurtful statement.
First time I've
watched the game laying on the floor. We had the orientation wrong. It's not funny, Mike. Don't do that. Hand off on the counter. It's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
And you know, that was a little play by Clinton right there, kind of that little counter action come back across, just same thing that Mena has done and had success with. They were able
We defended that so well early on in the game. This is a really strange, you know, with this Bearcat defense, because I'm sure there's some sort of an adjustment. We're having a really hard time plugging the middle up. That's going to be a short gain. I'm not sure that they've got the first down here.
Well, he's marking it. He give a pretty good spot.
Going to be 4th and very short here. Now they're waving it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave him an extra half a yard on that spot.
Ball's at the 21-yard line. Minute left here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go back to that fullback, and he tries to launch himself in the air. Going to be a good gain on the play. He's going to get, good gain, better than what I thought it was going to be. Going to gain 4.
You know,
make that 3.
Made contact right there at the line of scrimmage, and he just launched himself
forward. Launching himself in the air, playing it like it's a goal line.
Got to keep your feet moving, driving through that tackle.
Reset your stream there, folks. Nice stop on the play. Going to bring up 3rd.
Geis and Parnell both on that tackle right there, Clint. Just defended it well, so a loss of about a yard.
Third and 7.
And you know, with this type of offense, your game goes awful fast. They're just trying to get it here and get it to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they're running it with a short play clock. You can tell they're hurrying it up right there, but they do not want to go to the air and try to move this any quicker. Thank another one of our sponsors. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by State Representative John Maddox. John Maddox doing a great job for us, and I hope we can get you to the poll booth and Get your vote in, folks.
Yeah, don't forget to get out there and get the voting here next.
Make your voice
next
heard.
week, isn't it?
Yep.
I guess you could early vote now if you want to.
Yep, I already went down and early voted. Make sure you vote for John Maddox. John Maddox is a proud sponsor of the Bearcats and Lady Cats. I'd like to thank him for helping bring you this broadcast here tonight. As a side job, he's also an attorney, so.
Kind of got that on the side, little side gig.
Yep. So, Talissa, if you decide to get rid of your husband or, I don't know, sell the house.
Might need to set up a wheel, go see him.
Set up a wheel. Those are all bad news. I mean, you could go see John for some good news. Can't think of what it would be, but. Third and 7 on the play. The quarterback's going to keep it. It is going to be an option. Goes to the pitch man, tries to get to the edge, and I believe it's hard to tell from this angle. They're walking forward. It's going to be enough for a first down. First time we've seen that was a triple option look. He reversed her out, gave time for the pitch man to get out in front, and that was a good-looking play by Clinton.
I thought High-E had him cut off there, and he just was able to get to that corner.
Kid had some jets because High-E had an angle. First and goal for the Yellow Jackets down on the 7-yard line. Go back to that fullback, and he gets some plenty of yardage there. He's going to be down at the 1, I believe.
Who's that came in for 85 there? 72. Needham, he came up in for the
handoff to the tailback, and he's into the end zone. That cuts this lead down to 3 as Clinton gets on the board for the first time tonight. It's a rare second-half touchdown given up by these Bearcats as these Clinton Yellow Jackets are not going away quietly.
No, we're going to have to score. We're going to have to score a little bit more here in this second half, and they're just trying to get us wore out. So as soon as this
going for the, we're going to do the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good. So with that, this broadcast is being brought to you in part by Smith Pallet, manufacturers of quality pallets and crates since 1949. Proud supporters of the Bearcats and Lady Cats. Go Cats! Yeah,
it time for thank another one of our sponsors. Tonight's game brought to you by University of Arkansas Rich Mountain. University of Arkansas Rich Mountain is a great place to continue your education opportunities right here in Polk County, where you, with any 2-year degree, you can continue your education at any University of Arkansas location at the same Polk County tuition rates, which I can vouch for are a lot better than University of Arkansas Fayetteville tuition rates. About to have a second one graduating. Very happy about that. Ooh, they're throwing footballs at us. Clinton cheerleaders don't hit our TriCaster. We finally got it working. Kickoff is away.
And Brody's back deep this time to receive.
Brody's back deep with the reception. Cuts back and forth, and he's got a hole. He's across midfield, down to the 40, down to the 35, switches hands, runs over the kicker all the way down to the 15-yard line, and just like that, Brody Peters is going to figure out a way to hurt you.
You know, and it was back there just after he got the ball. He made 2 cuts and got right up the middle of the field.
He did a real short Elijah Smith, old Elijah Smith.
Yes.
Imitation. I thought you were going to start yelling at him to stop going left and right and go forward.
No. He
he did.
He put
it was a little bit different.
It was a really decisive move there.
Right.
and got around the first defender and then made another one miss, and then it just broke wide open to the sidelines there. So what
great
field
run.
position
Great
for the
run.
start
Great.
up this drive. in the fourth quarter here for the Bearcats.
Bearcats able to get within field goal range right here, which already
Yes.
you're down at the 15-yard line.
Well, you don't want to settle for a field goal after this, but
no.
70-yard return.
Clinton running quick throw out to the outside. Great block by Elijah Smith. Caleb Cox with a nice run on the play. But the player of that play right there was Elijah Smith.
Elijah,
I don't know. That's something that doesn't show up in the box score. But whoa, a wide out locking up a corner like that. You normally get about a 2 or 3 second count at best, and he just hammered him. Ball's down at the 5-yard line, first and goal.
I think it's right on they're marking it at the 4.
First and goal. This time Clinton is packing the box, and they haven't had to stop this rushing attack. Option play, quick pitch to Brody Peters heading downhill. He's right at the I was going to say right at the goal line, but he got a lot of progress.
What's he going to be, about a yard and a half short here?
Be interesting if you see a big substitution. See the big boys come in. Got it spotted right at the 1-yard line. Man, we're still, you got it. You got him bunching I formation. They're going to go to the fullback, and I don't know if he got in. Yeah, he did.
What a second effort by Ryder.
Boy, Ryder, did he do it backpedaling?
Well, he got hit. He spun off of that, and that spin got him into the end zone right there. So again, quick score by the Bearcats here off that big 70-yard.
Probably because I'm old and blind, but we're sitting down here a little lower than the camera angle. You guys can probably see it better than me. Great shot there by the sideline camera. Good job by Ryder House getting in there.
Oh, and he still got it in. Whew. A bad snap on the wrong side of Michael Sullivan, and he was able to reach around and still set it. Man, High-E to be able to keep his poise there to still get enough on that for an extra point after a bad snap.
Great job by Bearcats.
Yeah,
just like that, you've extended the lead to 10 again with 10:27. The Bearcats answer quickly off of a huge Brody Peters kickoff return. Extend that lead back out to 10 with 10:27 left to go in the ball game.
But that was a good run by Brody, but you had to have some blocking set up there also, Clint.
You're exactly right.
Anxious to kind of see what they decide to do right here. You try to, he has not kicked one deep into the end zone in this game.
No, he hasn't. It's been coming down, around the 5-6 yard line without very well below what we've come to expect from him as far as power. Still in your 99th percentile of high school kickers.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That's, of course, a carefully studied stat I just made up. Come down at the 5-yard line. And, again, he's got some room. They've set up a wall here at the 25-yard line. Bearcats don't get him down until just past the 30.
They're gonna get decent field position right here at the 31-yard line.
Going to get it all the way out to the 31-yard line. That's definitely a difference that we haven't had to worry about. Really good kick coverage too, as far as going up there and setting up a wall.
Just kind of set it up where you couldn't get through it, but
see if we've made some adjustments. It's going to be play action pass, and they're going for that seam right down the middle with the tight end. Not down the middle, but right down the seam, and he was open. Trying to exploit High-E Hernandez, which has been playing so close to the line of scrimmage, makes it really difficult for him to flip his hips and follow a go route right there. And play action, not able to come up with the catch, and it was thrown right on target, just tight end for Clark.
He was just lined up in the wide receiver spot, ran right past Sean. Oh, was he in the backfield?
Yeah. Hand off to that fullback. He tries to get to the edge. Not much on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
A big third down right here. Well, I thought Jimmy had him. Jimmy got a finger on him in the backfield, but just was able to fall forward for the.
The thing about an offense like this, when you go to the pass on first down, don't get it. You're behind the count. They're built to depend on that 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. This puts them in a difficult situation.
Look for a pass right here because they rotated a different ball in for this.
Good eye, Anthony.
That can't. We'll say it was my eye.
Yeah.
No.
Going to be a reverse on the play. Got pursuit. That's going to be Jimmy Glenn.
Come in from the backside, not even touched. They letting him go, but his motor, and we've talked about that a lot over the last 2 or 3 games, how he's just progressively gotten more confident and more aggressive, and the big plays that he's been making.
Great play by Jimmy Glenn. 4th and 8. They're indicating. Now he drops back to punt. Ball's over his head. It's on the ground. He tries to get off. It's blocked. Going to be picked up.
Yes.
By number 12 for the Bearcats. Wow, what a play. The Bearcats able to come up with another special teams play. That's number 12, Max Dollarhide.
Max Dollarhide's who picked it up, but I think it was Geis Anderson that actually got his hands on it and blocked it, Clint.
We're watching the delay right here. He picks it up off the bounce, tries to get a kickoff, and it is Geis Anderson with the block. He did a good job meeting that thing in the air. Jair Hernandez with the extra point. Just like that, you've extended the lead out to 24, which really puts the pressure on Clinton to try to strike quickly here.
Because it's not a strike fast offense that they're running. They're hoping to hit a big play on catching that wheel route or somebody right down the seam when you're fighting that run game. But
got to think at this point you're almost at the point here where you can loosen up and maybe the play action doesn't work as well because they're really heavily dependent on play action to make their passing game work. They got a missing cell phone, so it's got to be a baby boomer or somebody. I don't think anybody younger than that is missing a cell phone.
I don't know. There was a few weeks ago at Fields of Faith. I picked your daughters up out of the middle of the field.
Ouch.
I was like, I don't know that your daddy would be so happy about you leaving a $1,200 phone out here.
No, he's not. Kick is up and away. Boy, and this one gets past the receiver and goes into the end zone. And that is not what Clinton wanted. Boy, and it really took the air out of a raucous Clinton crowd here, didn't it?
Yeah, not as raucous as I was expecting.
A lot of people here.
Yes.
Yeah, but
yeah, that play right there just basically took the wind out of the sails here.
Yep.
Defense is being what they've done all year long and being lights out.
Drops straight back. Got Twins on this side. Tries to run a wheel, but decides to go short. Boy, Caleb Cox did a really good job of matching him step for step out here on the outside. That was a wheel route. Well-run route, too.
Yes, well-run route.
He fooled me.
And really, the quarterback had all day to throw. We didn't get any really pressure on him.
Talissa just texted me she is not going to call John Maddox for a divorce, so that's good news.
Oh.
Going to roll out to the left. Going to be complete. Boy, and the executioner comes up with a drop on that. Down. But that clock is running. Got 3 timeouts, but you got to get 3 scores up here.
And he's still firing up right there. If you watch that at home, I mean, he just cuts the legs right out from underneath him.
It is a 3-score game, so they need a quick strike right here. Try to get
high.
a turnover if they can get in the end zone. Again, they're running the same play because that's a wheel route out here on the outside, and it is not fooling Caleb Cox. Spectacular coverage by
Great
Caleb
coverage,
right there.
we
Good
had-
pressure by Mason.
It was late pressure, though. I mean,
Yeah.
he really had time to sit back there and survey it, but we had the coverage on bracketed all over the field here.
Said by somebody that didn't play quarterback. That's not sitting back there when you're running for your life.
I said it was late pressure.
Okay. You always take the offensive line's fault. Side. I got to take up for that poor kid. Timeout. Take this time to go to one of our sponsors. And we don't have to talk on this one, Anthony. Okay. They don't have to listen.
Mena Insurance has been serving Polk County for over 110 years. We are a full-line independent agency for all lines of insurance: auto, home, commercial, life, health, and employee benefits, as well as workers' compensation and commercial auto. We are an insurance agency, but we're in the relationship business. Go Bearcats.
Cody Gibbs.
And we're back. Okay. 7:41, and that's the key number right there. That's how much time's left to go in the ball game. 2nd and 8.
You know, and Mena's really, I mean, Bentley's, they're content to give up some yards. I mean, it's
keep everything in front of you.
Keep everything in front of you and make them use up all the clock.
Going to go back to the run right here. Boy.
Yeah, but that tackle by Haie right there was set up because Mason's getting off some blocks and getting some pressure.
It'll be interesting if you see him drop in. Yeah, they're going to a 2 deep safety here. Got Haie back too. Well, Tripp's having to go out and cover somebody. Well, you got a guy running down the seam, and that's who they're going for. Haie plays it. Plays the man and not the ball right there. That ball was thrown off the mark. It sure looked good the front half of the throw.
Gosh.
I was taking my breath there, taking a deep breath, and
I was like, "Where you at, Haie?" But he was right there with him.
He was tracking the ball. That's why the guy was open. We got 4th and 4 now. Obviously a big play.
It's a 4th down play right here.
4th down play. Got him flushed out of the pocket. Jimmy Glenn pressuring, and they got a man open right there, but Tripp falls back into it. Boy, and he was covered and somehow find a way open. Ball's let go late.
Haie had great position on him. It was Haie.
Yeah.
And Haie, for some reason, was falling backwards. If he was falling forward, he probably comes down with that football.
I have Haie with 17 tackles and 3 pass breakups.
That is unbelievable. Haie Hernandez picked their ball up and drop kicks it directly to their equipment man over here. You know, that has to be intimidating.
Did
you see that?
I did not.
I mean, he was on the other hash mark, and he kicks it to the equipment man. Wow. It might be that it doesn't take much to impress me, but I guarantee you somebody's over there, holy cow, did that just happen? Twins at the top of the field, Ryder House in motion, and we're going to be whistled. Got 7 minutes here. Got to think the Bearcats will be content to leave it on the ground. Got to pump Brody Peters. Look at the different color that number 24 is from the rest of the Bearcats.
Brody's playing that middle linebacker spot. I mean, he's just a warrior.
The laundry man is not used to this grass field, and 24 jersey is going to have to be washed a few extra times.
A little extra bleach in that one.
Yep. Going to be play action. They are going to the air, and Michael Sullivan's going to keep it on the ground, roll out to the outside because Lord knows a hook slide doesn't do any good.
Yeah, just run it out of bounds.
Just invites them to hit you harder. Well, the one thing you hate to do is see him run out of bounds and stop the clock. We're at 6:51.
You know, with that big pass throw early in the first half, Michael's got 151 yards through the air tonight.
31 on the ground as well. Brody's 11 for 41.
Got in the eye.
Brody on the ground. He's got a seam. Boy, that's what we'd like to have seen earlier in the game, but better late than never.
Hey,
You've got just a straight up I formation going downhill.
when you can line up late in the game and just take the air out of the sail here and dominate the line of scrimmage, it's kind of demoralizing.
And the offensive line, it's not a case of them doing a bad job. It's just not spectacular. We've just come to see 2 or 3 people just blowing their guy off the ball. And this Clinton defensive front is held up. Had to make a lot of progress through the air tonight, and Michael Sullivan's done a good job with it, staying on the ground right here. And the good news is that clock still runs.
Brody just couldn't shake that jersey hold by 58 right there. He drug him for a yard gain.
Last thing you want is him to tear Brody's jersey. That might be nicer for him to buy jerseys.
2nd and 9 here. The clock's down to 5:37. It's off from what you're seeing on the screen a little bit. Got that reverse play, went to Ryder House, and it is stopped for loss of 2 on the play, so you got 3rd and 11.
That may be the second time all season that play has not worked for us.
It is, yeah. Well, in like 3 years.
I think a fake on that one would have looked amazing.
3rd and 11. Clock's down to 5:12. Back in that I formation. Going to play action. Got Caleb here short. Michael rolls out, throws late on the play. Boy, and is that ruled incomplete? Yes, it is. Boy, very fortunate right there. Boy, that's Trip Hensley.
That's Sean.
No, it's
down.
Sean. That's Sean. Got a hold of a hand there. He is definitely in pain. That's unfortunate.
We have another one down here.
Not a good play for the Sullivan family. Extremely quiet in the stadium. I'm not going to call an ad here.
Got eerily quiet. It looks like he's holding his hand or his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Elbow.
He hurt his back last week.
Yeah, I think it's his elbow.
Well, he was bent like this. Trying to
He's jogging off the field.
I think he may, from what I could see, it looked like he may be a little bit of a hyperextension there on his elbow, the way he got hit.
Problem
back for it.
Yeah, might have been. Problem is your punter is the one that just went out with the injury.
So you bring your kicker in to kick a 50.
Boy, wow. Exactly.
53-yard.
Where is he marked up at?
45. Yeah, you're right. 53
53
yards.
yards.
53-yard field goal here, folks. And it's not going to make it.
A little bit of a missnap.
Yep. He's going to bring it out. They got to cover. No,
not when it goes into the end
zone. That's right. That's right.
It is live. I heard a Clinton fan. It is live, but it has to land inside the end zone before it to
has to land.
Take it out.
Got to get it off of a bounce.
Yep. Once it crosses that line, it ain't live no more.
And that's only his second missed field goal.
I believe that's right. His second missed field goal. Because that is a dangerous play right here if they got that. I'll tell you what, I don't know that I've seen this big of a high school football crowd this quiet.
Right.
I mean, we're trying to talk quietly because everybody can hear us around here. People are looking back at us while we are making so much noise. Quarterback rolls out to his left, throws it short. Trip Hensley, the Prince of Pallets, unloaded right there. And the Bearcats will take that all day.
Yeah, clock's going to continue to run.
Yep. Keeping it in bounds.
Clinton does have 3 timeouts here.
But Trips formation. And the thing about it is you've seen their route packages. Quick throw out to the outside. This one slips. It's kind of I was going to say it's a screen, but it's not. He ran away from his blocking on that, but it's going to be a big gain. Andy gets out of bounds. Clinton's going to make it threaten on this game. They're going to have to do that quite a few more times.
And Mena's very content in just letting them do that right there.
Yeah.
What?
Trips out here to the right side of the field. They love running a wheel route. They roll him out again. That's Tucker Strickland with the pressure. Tucker Strickland with the jersey number change. He's going to try to sell more merchandise.
Oh, is that what had happened?
What you do, yeah. He sold 27s, but now if you want to wear a legitimate Tucker Strickland jersey, you got to buy number 7 now. That's what I hear anyway.
That's why I was like, we haven't had a 7 on the field all year long. 7 is Tucker Strickland.
Got a quick throw out here to the outside, and this time it is a screen. It's set up perfectly. That was dangerous. Hai Hernandez drops him in a hurry, but it's going to be a big gain, but he does keep him in bounds.
And, Sam was just telling me just a second ago, Clint, that with that tackle, that's going to give Hai 18 tackles on the night.
Whoa.
Of course, most of them are right there in the box.
Yeah, he's been kind of a hybrid linebacker here tonight.
So that field goal is okay for him to miss?
Yeah. It's going to be a double move. He fakes the screen and tries to go to a wheel route on the outside, and they're right there. It looks like he came
intercepted
down with it.
By Caleb Cox or Sean Sullivan?
Sean Sullivan, back from the injury. Number 2, Sean Sullivan. That is not the guy you want to throw up a 50-50 ball to. Probably an ill-advised. Yes. He's the guy you're betting on coming down with it, and that time he does as well. It's going to be an interception for Sean Sullivan.
We're going to start this drive on the 3-yard line.
Yep.
So you do our job right here and just work it down the field here.
Try to avoid the negative play.
You can't fumble the ball.
Even with 3 timeouts, this game is probably out of range, but
they got right in behind Max Rocher right there and just ran right behind him for 3.5 yards.
Who carried it that time? I couldn't see.
It was Ryder House.
Ryder House with the carry for 3 yards. Clinton with 3 timeouts, but they're 3 scores down at this point with 2:50 to go. They appear to be content to let this one run out, letting the play clock go down to 10 seconds. Brody Peters with the carry, and
is he going to get out there close to the first down?
They are going to start using their timeouts.
So 3rd and
on the play.
About 2. Is that? I'm just looking at where the stick's marked at, and that's going to be close to 2 yards.
Got time to thank one of our sponsors tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by Top Rock Construction. Give them a call at 479-234-1518. Top Rock Construction is a full-service dirt work construction company offering bulldozer, track hoe, skid steer, and other equipment.
I'll scoot down.
We are a proud supporter of the Bearcats. Give us a call again at 234-1518.
What Top Rock did a really good job on the parking lot.
They
getting
did,
all
didn't
that
they?
gravel, and
They
it
did.
sure looks nice out there than having some of the mud holes that were out there in the parking lot.
They don't let me park there, but sure does look nice from the press box, doesn't it?
Yeah. Of course, you and I park on the backside, so.
I know. They make us park over in the South 40. 231. Be 3rd and 2 for the Bearcats. The Bearcats basically can salt this away with the first down. Boy, and it looks like he's going to get it. And it's a big play by Brody Peters. Is he going to stay on his feet?
And Brody,
he is. The foot race. He's across the midfield. Brody running out of gas. Down to the 15.
that might have added a little bit to his yards per average.
That was a weird high school football moment when both sides of the stadium are cheering.
Yeah.
Clinton was really proud to stop him from scoring right there.
And Brody's really mad.
Brody is upset.
You saw
he got
that monkey
stopped.
jump on his back there on about the 30-yard line.
About the 30. He absolutely just ran out of gas. A 72-yard run.
Brody, 15 carries, 125, 8.3.
That certainly helped his average, and he's staying out there on the play. I bet they give it to Ryder House this time, and they do. Ryder House is going to pick his way. Brody doesn't even come out of his stance right there.
Ryder House on the carry.
I'm going to call their
Tackle made. Number 34, Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
that
If
should,
you have a hard time identifying Brody, he's the one in the gray jersey.
yeah. Brody's jersey's got green grass stains all over it tonight.
He is a different color, so 2nd and 9.
Ryder on that looked like he did a Euro step. Did it.
I think we finally made it through everybody, didn't we?
We're out. Yeah. No, we don't have to. No. Yeah, it's fine. So, 1:53 left to go in the ball game, and we were going to do another ad, but what would you say, Anthony? We're just lazy?
Say that again now. I couldn't hear you. 'Cause
Minute 53 left to go in the game here.
now
Dover is down to one timeout.
it's Clinton
What
instead
a
of Dover.
game. So, yeah, that's right. Benny Weston said we did a great job, so you know he's lying. Thanks anyway, Benny.
Yeah.
We know better. Minute 53.
Benny showed up for a game at home a couple
He
weeks
did.
ago,
That's
didn't he?
awesome. Benny the Red. 2nd 9. So the Bearcats are going to advance to 9-0. Just what a season so far. Quick
And
throw down the middle, and oh wow.
he rushed it just a hair.
Just a hair. That was so wide open.
Down for the Bearcats.
That looks like Arkansas against Mississippi State. Look at it.
Wide open. The tight end,
That-
Guy Sanderson, streaks up the field. You know, Mike would like
And
to have that
and
one
Geis
back.
is the kid you want on that middle seam. He's
Yep.
the tallest kid we got out there in that receiver spot, but just
Going to bring up 3rd and 9. Twins at the top of the field. You know they're just trying to not have to do what they're doing right here, which is give another carry by Brody Peters, because you're looking forward now to Dardanelle. And you talk about that matchup, and, you know, the big deal is going to be, to me, that matchup with this Bearcat defense and Vega and the Dardanelle offense.
the speed that they're going to present to us on
Yep.
offense with Vega and the receivers,
And they're going to bring some physicality.
and they're going to be physical up front.
Yep.
They always are. And so both sides of the ball, we're going to have to be sharper, and we're probably going to have to score more than 24 points to win that football game.
You know, and as you look forward in the season, you know, that Pottsville win perhaps doesn't look as good as it did that night, but Pottsville was riding high. They had their quarterback, and I don't know. I think if he played, he was playing hurt after the Mena game.
Right.
And it's a lot like that game because you had a quarterback that you had to try to contain. Jair Hernandez with another field goal attempt, and it is up and good. No, they got it wide left. That's it. So he misses a second field goal, and that one was a chip shot for Jair Hernandez. That's kind of weird.
He's had 19 tackles, Clint. That's why.
Yeah, it's a poor
He's
kid's
just
at
tired.
19 tackles.
He's just tired.
Yeah, they're not having to deal with that at the college level, are they?
No.
Tackle somebody 19 times and yep. Few receptions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. One reception.
I think he's only got one reception on offense, but
You're thinking of every other game.
Yeah. Clinton takes over here with 1:38. On the road again to Dardanelle.
a little
next
closer
week.
road trip next week.
Yeah.
Not much.
Not for me. I think I'll be landing. Going to be a gain on the play.
That was a little Beck Vaca that made the tackle there, wasn't it? It is kind of hard to see when we get our view from our press box when we got a little higher vantage point.
Yeah, it is. Roll out to the right, and there's nothing there. Nobody is open. Just great coverage. Boy, the Clinton receivers are just not able to get any space.
Nothing that the quarterback feels comfortable to release the ball because
Not a lot of speed, the wideout spot from these guys. They number 2 looked like they sent a guard out there on a pass route. He ran a go route and he didn't get 15 yards down the field. We could be sitting by his parents. I need to shut up. Don't I? 1:08 left to go in the ball game. Quarterback rolls out, completes, stays in bounds. Clinton's out of timeouts.
and they're just like Bearcat defense. They're just content for him to drop that ball off 5-10 yards and just come up, rally up, and make a tackle.
Absolutely. Got trips at the top of the field. Quick throw. Going to run that screen again. And again, the receivers aren't quite running as crisp. There's been a lot of hard hitting in that Bearcat secondary. And the combination of our two nicknamed safeties back there, when they hit you, they're hitting you.
The Prince of Pallets.
Prince of Pallets. And carrying on a tradition of excellent safeties here from the Bearcats. Yeah, it goes back all the way to 2012. Jackson Doherty. And
yes. Well, and you go back a little further than that, and you got Justin Dean.
That's after.
Oh.
Yeah, Justin comes after.
Oh, yeah, after.
Yeah, he comes after.
Then you had Gavin. All these guys are just come up and smack you in the nose.
Boy, Gavin played with, one of the better ones in that group, which is Mark Wilson.
Oh, and Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson, just absolutely great instincts. And great instincts from that spot. I mean, the Bearcats have come up with a safety. And, you go back earlier, Jordan Dean, Justin's older brother, and you could look at that safety spot, and it's just a standout. Boy,
with that play, it's going to bring up the end of the game.
The end of the game, and so we'll get a wrap up here. We'll hand the headset off.
Let Sam have the mic here
off.
to give the stats.
Well, with that, Bearcats going to walk out of here with the win, 24-7. Bearcats offensively, we did all right. We did our jobs, and we end up tallying 306 total yards, 158 in the air, and that's going to be 151 from Michael and 7 from Tripp, and then 148 rushing. And, and Brody, 16 carries for 126, but the big spotlight of the night is going to be defense. We did allow 369 yards, but we just didn't allow them in the end zone. They would get their drive started, and then they would stall out, and that's just because of we had the one interception, and that was it. Every other time it was a turnover on downs. Just defense able to have a backbone and
Did we
not
get
let them in
a
there.
fumble? I don't think. No, we didn't, did we?
No. We did have the block punt as well that got returned for a touchdown.
Block punt, so
but
great job.
Our leading tackler is High 18, 3 pass breakups. Right behind him, you're going to have Tripp and Brody Peters both at 9 tackles. And then right after that is you have Guy Sanderson with 5. And it's not just the tackles. Mason Sullivan had a good game. Coverages-wise, Tripp and Brody and Sean and Caleb Cox, all great defensively in the secondary. All around, it was just a great defensive game.
Great performance, and it's good to, you got some snaps in with your backup quarterback. It was a rough debut, but poor kid hadn't had much practice, and then he had a double pass, had an interception there, and then had an interception early in the game. But that's something, you look forward in the future. It's great to get some snaps in.
And then coming into this game, High-E's only missed 1 field goal in the year, and that was like a 40-something yarder at D-Queen, very first game of the year. But he's okay. He missed 2, and that's just because he was great on defense getting all those tackles.
Yeah, he gets a pass tonight, so yeah, absolutely.
And that's going to be it from us here in Clinton.
All right, absolutely. And with that, we'll sign off. I'd like to thank everybody. You can join us in Dark.